Number one, you want to find your anchor. Welcome back to that episode of SvStm. I'm super excited today. I get to share what's on my heart and what started me on my journey of personal development and what really built a foundation for me to move forward. Now let me look to see where, okay, that's where the lens is. Sorry, I have this new light. I want to shout out this light. It helps with lighting. I'm going to point right there, put the picture up there. And then also, I want to thank God for this beautiful sunlight I have in my room. It's nice and beautiful, great lighting. But yes, I've been on this journey for quite a while. I'm 31, as I've told you in my previous videos. And the number one thing that helps is having a good foundation. If you're going to build anything, start with anything, you need a solid foundation. You need something that's going to hold what you build. You need something. You need something that's going to hold that structure. And so if you plan on building anything big, anything that's going to sustain, you need a solid foundation. And number one, my foundation is in, it's going to be real, it's in God. You can't lean on people. It's just not going to work. If you lean on people, people are going to fail you. And life is going to be tough. And so for number one, what I've leaned on is God and my belief. I don't like this whole concept of religion. I think religion's thrown out there, but no, I believe in living a Christ-like life, and it's an example of someone that lived a perfect life. And so I do believe there's a divine engineer that is masterminding all of our lives. And it's funny though, I find myself not wanting to be a preacher, but I keep finding myself seeing that so many self-help books, so many things that are helping people today, all those principles are in the Bible, which is hilarious and funny and awesome and beautiful. So number one, find your anchor, find your foundation, build it on that. If you have a solid foundation, your structure is going to last forever, for your lifetime, for generations to come. So number one, find your foundation. Your anchor is something that keeps you strong within your foundation. So for me, my anchor is my son. There's times in our lives where we all make decisions and choices that affect our life, and we don't think there's consequences for it. Well, I was a young dad. I started at 19 years old. My son was born. It was funny too, because my mom was warning me, son, if you keep doing this, keep having unprotected sex, you're going to have a baby. And I'm like, whatever. Next thing you know, I pull my mom into the room like, Mom, I have to let you know we're pregnant. She told me to my face, she's like, okay, son, what are you going to do about it? It was a big wake-up call for me. It was absolutely insane. I had to grow up. I had to step up. And so at an early age, I had to step up as an individual and realize that all my choices and all my actions, they have consequences. I'm setting an example for my child, for my son. And what kind of example do I want to set for my son? And so honestly, my son is the greatest blessing and my strongest anchor that connects me and reminds me of what my foundation is. And so I encourage every single one of you to find your anchor and build your foundation of where you're going to build yourself and your life and your world. So each one of us has an internal compass of morality. We have a choice to listen to it or ignore it. Most people sadly ignore that voice or that inner knowledge that your body is trying to guide you through what's right and what's wrong, because we're seduced. We're seduced into doing things that honestly we shouldn't be doing. And you fall into the crowd. You want to please people. You want to be liked. I am so happy and blessed to be at a point in my life that I'm not seduced and persuaded by all these different things that people are going through. And honestly, it all comes back to my foundation. And that's the reality. That's what I have found by associating with like-minded people, by by reading the books, all the books that I've read and the audios that I've listened to. It's amazing how powerful the subconscious mind truly is into reaching anything you want to achieve. So number one, the main point of this video is find your anchor. This episode of SvStm is what was so very special to me, and I wanted to share with you, the audience, that your foundation is what's holding you together. No wonder there's depression. No wonder there's people that have built their life on this foundation that is built on quicksand, that's not solid, that's not real. No wonder there's depression. This country is lacking faith and hope, and this world is governed by laws, and those laws are principles. Principles never change. Principles stay strong forever. So I encourage every single one of you to find your anchor. Find the anchor that keeps you connected to a strong foundation. This was an episode of SvStm. I'm so excited to share this with you. If you like this content, like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to talk to you and see what's so very special to you. And so until next time, love you guys. We'll see you soon. Welcome to SvStm. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more content. I will be loading frequently. We'll see you soon.